Hello everyone, and welcome to my GNERLHOSPITL News YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Tuesday, May 21 General Hospital spoilers say that Brook, Lynn, and Harrison Chase will freak out if they can't find anything that's necessary for their trip, which means they might misplace a passport, boarding pass, or other anything related to their honeymoon in Florence. Hamilton Finn promises Violet Finn that he will keep his word while Chase rummages through a bag at the airport. Since Gregory Chase proposed the notion, Violet may be hoping to keep the bouquet since Finn has vowed to guard something with his life. In relation to Gregory, his moments at the end of Monday's show felt quite conclusive and foreboding, particularly after that touching memory montage and the way he perceived Violet's voice wishing him a good night. Will Finn find out soon that Gregory died while he was sleeping? According to G8 previews, Finn may have to call Chase to break the bad news because he has a difficult assignment to handle on Tuesday's episode. If their trip detour allows them to obtain information about Gregory's possible demise, Chase and Brook Lynn might be appreciative of it. If Gregory is actually gone, Brook, Lynn, and Chase must attend the funeral. Diane Miller and Alexis Davis will work on some last-minute preparations in Albany. Diane will focus on increasing Alexis's confidence, but she will have some reservations about her appeal and whether attempting to become a lawyer again is in her best interest. She will inform Blaze, aka Allison Rogers, that she cannot run away from this when she speaks with Christina Corinthos Davis. Since Christina has glimpsed a different side of Sonny Corinthos that she will never forget, she is likely referring to the truth of what she saw. We'll find out precisely what Christina wants from Michael Corinthos when she makes an emotional plea to him later on in Tuesday's episode. Despite his wounds, Dex Heller will say to Jocelyn Jacks in the park, "It's easy if you try, and smile." Jocelyn will sense their connection again as she gets into a flirtatious chat with Dex and question what she should be trying. Dex will later have to make a big choice, which would be whether to present his side of the story to Anna Devine and file charges against Sonny. While he visits Dante Falconeri to ask for a favor, Sonny might be in legal hot water in the interim. Though it's likely that he'll also need Dante's support to mend ties with Christina, it appears that Sonny will want Dante's help managing Dex and covering up what happened. Why would you place me in that circumstance? In the G8 teaser video on Tuesday, Dante breaks. We'll give you additional predictions about how Sonny and Dante's relationship will end because it's obvious that he will cross a limit and enrage Dante. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sonny will continue to believe that everyone is against him. As a result, expect more mayhem in the future. According to General Hospital teasers, the head writing team is once again at the center of some major news that is upending the soap opera world. Let's discuss a few noteworthy behind-the-scenes adjustments. Many fans were excited to see a fresh direction for the program when Patrick Mulcahy and Elizabeth Corte took over as head scribes earlier this year, replacing Chris Van Etten and Dan O'Connor. Sadly, that vision proved to be a complete failure. We understand that there's always a learning curve when it comes to writing transitions, but by this stage, a lot of the personalities in Port Charles are unrecognizable. The writing is a train wreck, and the rapidly declining numbers are a clear indication of the fans' displeasure. In an attempt to right this sinking ship, the program needs an urgent shake-up. This leads us to the very important news that we have been discussing since our source at Buzzworthy Radio told them that Patrick Mulcahy was fired. Mulcahy is no longer a member of Gay's lead writing team, according to SOD's confirmation. Fans who have been offended by the show's recent course should be relieved by that. At the very least, it shows that TPTB is aware of how bad things are and that something needs to happen. Naturally, it will take some time before such adjustments are seen on screen because Mulcahy and Corte collaborated on the script, which runs until the middle of the summer. Later on, the writing team will make more updates, so once that happens, there might be more hirings and firings to discuss. SOD is now just referring to Chris Van Etten as a breakdown writer, despite Bosworthy Radio claiming he is back at the helm alongside Elizabeth Court. Depending on further incoming statements regarding the new transition, it might change. In any case, it's encouraging to know that efforts are being made to clean up the mess that has been made. Let's hope the show can swiftly turn things around, because Port Charles just doesn't feel like the same Port Charles anymore. We anticipate significant changes across PC, so we'll keep you informed of any new details that surface about the plot. According to General Hospital spoilers, Patrick Mulcahy's exit may herald a positive start, so keep checking back. As viewers are aware, Laura won the election and took over as mayor from Ned Quartermain. Although there was a point when Laura's service was questioned, overall, she has been positively welcomed. But Laura survived that storm, and she hasn't experienced any issues since. However, things may be changing. General Hospital spoilers. Laura Collins' long-lost brother is Cyrus Renault. Drug lord Cyrus Renault started investigating Laura as soon as he got to Port Charles. In order to prevent Laura from getting in the way of him, he was looking for something to use against her. Cyrus learned that Laura and he are half-siblings because they had the same father. After Cyrus's attempts to win Laura over to his way of thinking failed, he kidnapped Laura and threatened to kill them both. Cyrus declared he had found God. While incarcerated, Laura seems to have forgiven Cyrus over time and is of the opinion that he has truly changed. Cyrus also succeeded in persuading a judge that he is no longer a threat to society, which resulted in the cancellation of his prison sentence. Spoilers. It's possible that Heather Weber isn't accountable for her misdeeds. Heather Weber, played by Ali Mills, is another longtime friend of Laura's. Heather has behaved in an increasingly violent manner throughout the past few decades. Only a few years ago, she even turned into the Hook, a serial killer. However, specialists at General Hospital found that Heather had cobalt poisoning during a recent examination. Laura firmly believes that Heather's illness was the reason behind her worst deeds. She has been investigating the possibility of reopening Heather's case, but this has already shown to be an unpopular choice. Heather wounded a lot of people. Spoilers for General Hospital. Ned Quartermain needs a new project. Ned has been working for Valentin Cassadine, although he hasn't been happy about it. He might decide it's time to run for mayor again after learning of Laura's support for Heather. He could easily launch a smear campaign by emphasizing Laura's apparent indulgence towards Cyrus and Heather. Ned could easily use the fact that they were both guilty of terrible deeds to persuade voters to pick him over Laura. Recaps. How do you feel? Is Laura obligated to pardon Cyrus? Is it improper of her to request that Heather's case be reopened? Could Ned capitalize on Laura's actions and unseat her as Port Charles mayor? Keep an eye on General Hospital, which airs on ABC during the week. You never know what will happen in Port Charles. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.